Today we will be discussing three-dimensional figures, and I am not even going to try to draw them on the board because you just can't see them unless you have some actual items to show. So first, what we are going to discuss is a polyhedron. A polyhedron is a three-dimensional figure that has flat surfaces that are polygons, and those flat surfaces are faces. So I said a lot of words there. Here is one polyhedron. It is a three-dimensional figure, so it has length, width, and height. It's not just a flat surface, but it has many flat faces. Each of these is a face. Each one is a polygon. So you can see I have a square there, rectangle there. Here are some other. Here is one that has all squares as faces. Here is one that has a triangle as a base. It has three other rectangular sides, and all of these have different names, and we'll go through them in a bit. So when two faces come together, they create an edge. So two faces come together in an edge. Where three edges come together, so here's an edge, and here's an edge, that comes together in a vertex. Now we've had the word vertex before, where maybe two rays come together or two line segments in a figure come together. That's a vertex. In a three-dimensional figure, we also have a vertex. All right, then we have what is called a prism. Now, a prism is a special kind of polyhedron. A prism has two parallel bases, and the rest are faces, and they're made of polygons. So I'll bring out this yellow shape again here. This is a prism. It has two parallel bases. Now, we had that terminology before when we discussed trapezoids. They have two bases that are parallel. That's a two-dimensional figure. Now we have an entire shape, an entire figure parallel to another one. So this is a prism. It has a square on the bottom, and I'll just use the word bottom and top, and the rest are polygons, rectangles. Here is another one. I had this one out before. This is a prism. It's a triangular prism. The two bases are triangles, and then the rest of the faces are polygons, which look to be squares in this one. And here is another prism. It is a hexagonal prism, a hexagon, 6 sides. So both of these bases are parallel, and the rest of the faces are polygons, which are rectangles in this case. Now there's another type of polygon, and that is called a pyramid. And a pyramid is a special one. It has a triangular base, or it could have any shaped base. So here is one that is a pentagon. Here is a triangle, but it only has one base. And it comes together, all the faces come together in one vertex. So like I said, here is a pentagonal pyramid, a triangular pyramid. Let me see, do I have another one? Oh, a square pyramid. So there are different kinds of pyramids, and all of these faces then are triangles. Now we have other three-dimensional figures that are not polyhedrons. Remember, polyhedrons have to have flat surfaces that are polygons. And we know that round surfaces are not polygons, but these are still three-dimensional figures. Here's a sphere. It looks like a three-dimensional circle. I hate saying it's a three-dimensional circle, but it is a sphere. Another one is called a cylinder. That's where the bases, there's two bases, so you might think it's a prism, but it's not. It is a cylinder, okay, because it's not a polyhedron, because this is one side here. It's lots of round surfaces, and we're not going to discuss round surfaces this year. And then we also have one that kind of looks like a pyramid, but it's a circle base, comes together in one point, one vertex, but this is called a cone. So we will not be discussing, circles, two-dimensionally circles, or spheres, cones, or cylinders. But we will be talking a lot about those polyhedrons and finding the volume and surface area of those figures.